Hey Douglas Dragons, this is Mr. Mac once again. Hope everyone is doing great. This is video number 5 in the series that I'm doing, and one thing I'm noticing when I go back and review the videos is I have an incredible number of Wake Forest sweatshirts. This is number 5, and I really haven't even scratched the surface, so we'll actually see how many Wake sweatshirts I have. And if my wife is really correct in that I should be getting rid of some of these. Second thing I want to mention is a big shout out to some people who have been watching loyally, and that is Emery. Hi Emery, how you doing? Miss you, buddy. And Hudson and Jasper and Everett. Those are 4 loyal watchers of these videos. There's also some future dragons who are watching these, which kind of warms my heart. So hello to Mac and Seamus and Braxton. And hopefully these videos will give you a little leg up next year when you are officially Douglas Dragons. I have a few dragons who I haven't heard from in a couple of days, and I want to make sure that they're still watching. So Levi and Adelaide, Dylan B, Rhett, and Grayson, if you guys are watching, make sure your parent comments so I can continue to give you shout outs. We're going to go ahead and get started. One thing you're going to notice today when we do our quick dash is I have some new cards I was able to get. They actually belong to Miss Solly, so if she asks, you don't know where I got these, okay? But it's going to make it a little bit easier for you to see. And it's going to make the parents, it's going to allow them to actually see the characters. I know some parents are kind of enjoying learning the character names. So we'll go ahead and we're going to do the quick dash. And once again, if this is the first time you're watching, you're going to give me the character name, the letter name, and then the sound. So for our first one, I'm going to put it down here so you can't see the next one. So we would say Red Robot, letter name is R, sound is R. And it's not R. We don't say R, we say R. We cut that sound off. Okay, so let's continue. Now this one, I've done a little something to, and I'm hoping my dragons will recognize what I did. And now we'll let the parents know. This is Sammy's snake, but we've done something a little bit different to him. This is what we call Sleepy Sammy, because sometimes at the end of words like toys, it sounds like there's a Z, but it's actually an S, and that's Sleepy Sammy. So Sammy Snake is S, and Sleepy Sammy is Z. And that character reminds me of Mrs. Boggs' class during Boosterthon. Good. Last letter. Good. So once again, if you're at home and this is new for you, we say Golden Girl. Her letter is G, and her sound is G. Now we also talked about some letter teams or some digraphs, so let's review those really quick. And once again, I've got the cards for 3 of them that we reviewed. Once again, a big thank you, Miss Holly. But we had the C and the H together, and we talked about how together it makes the sound ch, and that's how it looks when you're not in Letterland. And we said that Harry Hatman, his hat has some fuzz on it, and sometimes that hair comes off of his hat and causes Clever Cat to sneeze. So it's ch. And then we also had the SH, and in this case, we know Harry Hatman does not like noise. Harry Hatman's kind of high maintenance, as you can see. And he's telling Sammy Snake, shh, because, you know, Sammy's always going, sss, and Harry doesn't really like that, so he's going, shh. And that's how it would look if we weren't in Letterland. This is kind of neat for the parents, because typically we don't let them in Letterland. It's kind of a special place for us dragons. But because this is kind of a unique situation, we're letting them in. And then we had the Q and the U with Her Royal Highness, the Quarrelsome Queen. And we talked about how she never goes anywhere without Uppy Umbrella. And so that was the Qua, Qua, Qua. Now, I don't have the card for the CK, which we use a lot at the end of words. If I can get back into Miss Solly's classroom, maybe I'll get that one too, but remember, that's just between us dragons. So that was our quick dash, and then we also looked at our digraphs. What I want to do today is I want to do just a very quick phonemic awareness activity. We've been using the whiteboard and the marker, or if you're watching at home, you may be using paper, which is completely fine. Today, I just want to do this orally, which means I'm just going to speak it to you. We're not going to write during today's lesson. But it's really important, and it's something that I know that you do in your classrooms. And parents, this is something that you can do just a few minutes a day that really is going to help your kids begin to start to learn those sounds, and a little bit later we'll manipulate those sounds. And it's really going to be helpful for their reading. So what I want to do first is I'm going to give you a word, and I want you to give me all the sounds in that word, okay? So the first word we're going to do is dish. So I want you guys to say dish, and now I want you to tell me all of the sounds in that word. Good job. D, I, sh. So 3 sounds in that word. Your next one is, I want you to say chop. Say chop. And now I want you to give me the sounds in those words. Good job. You can either go ch, p, chop, or we can do ch, p. Good. So there's 4 letters, but there's 3 sounds. Ch, p. Good. Next one. Quit. Like I quit. Good job. I heard all 3 of those sounds. Qu, it. Great. Next one. This is one of Miss Bazemore's favorite words. Pack. I don't like to do that because I'm a Wake Forest fan, but we're going to use the word pack. What are all the sounds in pack? Did you get them? Good. P, a, k. Excellent. And that's the C and the K at the end, making that final sound. Last one. The word is shut. So you would say shut, and then give me the sounds. And let's do it this way this time. Sh, t, shut. Excellent. Good job. So we call that phoneme segmentation. Your kids should be familiar with that. And you can put any words in there you want. If you want to make them more difficult words, go for it. If you want to use words that are kind of in line with where we are in these lessons, that's great too. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to give you all of the sounds, and then I want my dragons at home to come up with the word. So for instance, my first one, I'm going to give you all the sounds and see if you can tell me the word. Here are the sounds. S, t, I, k. Let me do it again. S, t, I, k. Good. Did you guys say stick at home? Like that might be in your yard that you could pick up later? A stick. Very good. Good job saying stick. Next one. Qu, I, k. Qu, I, k. Did you get it? Quick. Excellent. Good job. One thing I'm not. I'm a lot of things, but quick is not really one of them. Next one. Listen carefully. S, w, I, sh. S, w, I, sh. Good job. That word is swish. If I have any basketball players out there, you know the sound that the ball makes when it goes through the net. Swish. I think Miss Williams made a nice swish the other day, if you watched the video that we sent out from the Taylor Swift song. Next one. Sh, a, k. Sh, a, k. Did you get it? Shack. Very good. Like a house that's about to fall down. Last one. L, a, k, e. L, a, k, e. Did you get it? Lucky. Very good. And that's how I feel because I get to make a video to share with you every day. I am quite lucky, despite everything that's going on, that we have each other. So those are two activities you can do, parents. It's just sort of another thing to put into your bag of tricks as we go ahead and we try and make really fluent readers here at Douglas. So we did our quick dash, and then we reviewed our digraphs, and we did some phonemic awareness. So hopefully you can work these into your daily lessons each day at home. And if you don't, just keep on watching, and we'll try and get all of that done here in our videos. So once again, if you're watching, please comment. I'd love to know all the dragons out there who are watching these. It makes me feel so good. And remember, you're going to be listening to your parents. You're going to be doing the lessons that they're preparing for you. And just keep on doing a great job. I can't wait to see all of you back at Douglas. So until then, this is Mr. Max saying, bye-bye, dragons.